There are many types of Chinese weapons, long and short, hard or soft. The most common weapons are staff, broadsword, straight sword, spear, long broadsword, whip, and many others. To master the Wing Chun knives, one must understand the characters of each individual weapon. Butterfly knives are one of the most popular sword weapons in the southern China, always used in pair. Many grandmasters always describe broadswords attack aggressively like a tiger, double broadsword spin like a tornado, straight sword flow like a swimming dragon, butterfly knives maneuver like a butterfly. Bat Jam Do is a special name for the Wing Chun knife form. This form is a last and is an advanced level in the Wing Chun system. To learn this form, you must understand the structure from the Xiu Lim Tao, the footwork from the Cham Kiu, the explosive power from the Biu Ji form, the forearm strength developed through the 6 Dian Ban Guan Po training, the multiple hands techniques developed from the Muk Ren Zhong Fat. Multiple hands techniques means both hands must be used in the same time. Butterfly knives always comes with a pair and used simultaneously for attack and defense at the same time. They are lightweight, short, easy to hide, and easy to handle. A good pair of knives weighs between 1 to 1.5 pounds each and well balanced. A razor-sharp steel blade requires polish and sharpen from time to time. The pair of knives look like a butterfly when hung on the wall, always crossed together with the handle on the bottom, and make the knives easy to access. Yes. Okay. The length of the knife from the tip to the end of the handle is 18 inches. From the tip to the point before the handle is 13 inches. The width before the handle is 2.5 inches. And the width on the cutting blade to the back is 3 inches. It taper down from 2.5 to 3 inches and then curve upward to the point.
And the handle used as a guard. This is a guard.
This is the hand guard, and this is a hook to catch or stop the opponent's weapons. It is important to learn the 12 basic knife drills before we learn the Bat Jam Do form. The first one, Jam Do, chopping knives. Both knives cut down from the head to the stomach section. The width between the knives should not be wider than the shoulders. Maintain the Xiu Lim Tao Ma for this practice. Jam Do can also be practiced with a single cut simultaneously between two knives. One knife goes out, the other knives return at the same time. Biu Do, thrusting knife. Each knife thrusts forward toward the opponent's center and the midsection. Point the knife forward before the thrust. The thrusting knife must stay horizontal. The other knife keep guard and prepare to thrust. Lan Do, blocking knives, can be compared to the Pak Sao hand techniques, using the Yu Ma to push the knife outside the range of your body. Pay attention to the returning knife. It draws backward to stop an attack. The other knife push forward to cut the opponent's forehand. Gang Do, like a gang sao motion, except the knives have to be extended out more. The height of the gang do can be adjusted depending on the opponent's attack. Sometimes both of the guards need to bring closer together stopping from a powerful attack. Gangdo will be described in detail in the application sections. Even the Kwando look like a Kwanshao motion, but the concepts of using the Kwando are totally different than the Kwanshao. Both knives using the additional feature of the hooks to trap or hook on the opponent's weapon. Phạc Do assists with the turning motion of the entire body by whipping the knife outward. Phạc Do can be used as an attack by cutting from the bottom and up. Also can be used as a defense by whipping away the opponent's weapon. Tan Cham Do. The idea to combine techniques from each section of the knife form. In these techniques, the Tan Do is to catch the opponent's weapon with the hook. The Cham Do cut downward immediately. Yat Do. One hand holding on the handle and the hook, with the spine of the knife against the forearm. That can generate a strong pull by directing the opponent's weapon downward. In the meantime, the other knife cut downward from the angle. Wang Cham Do, cutting from the side. This drill can be practiced on both sides. A good example of a Lin Wan Do Fa, cutting continuously in a very quick motion, with one knife pulling back, the other knife cutting forward. Cup Do, with the spine of the knife pushed against the forearm by grabbing the hook and the handle of the knife, pressing the blade downward with the elbow to cut, and the other extended knife is to sweep away the opponent's weapon. These techniques normally used for very close combat. Pai Do, the spine of both knives pressed against each arm, with the cutting blade facing out, rolling both knives across from right to left or from left to right, cutting horizontally in a very tight situation. Lap Cham Do, using the concept of the Lap Da from the hand techniques. Both knives swing out at the same time. The leading knife swing out from an angle, and the Cham Do cutting downward toward the opponent's center. Ba Zham Do. Ba Zham Do is a name for the Wing Chun knife form. This is the last form and the most advanced level taught in the Wing Chun system. The structure of this form includes 8 sections. Each section designed to fight against different types of weapons, include long-range and short-range weapons. Each section begins with a stationary 小念頭馬. Each hand strike 4 times, starting with the left hand first. Then another 4 times, repeat with the right hand first. After the stationary routine in each section, using the 尋橋馬 to advance forward and retreat backward to the original starting location, finishing with a double 斬刀 in all sections. This form, constructed by combining 小念頭, 尋橋, 標指, and 木人樁 techniques into one powerful weapon form. The most powerful feature of this knife form is both knives work together to assist each other to achieve a 連消帶打 concept. It means defense and attack at the same time. In this knife form, there are many features need to remember. Each strike must include a powerful snap with the wrist. The eyes, hands, body, footwork, and techniques must all work together. One knife assists the other knife. Footwork must be rooted when strike, light during advance or retreating. There are one unique footwork not found in the other Wing Chun forms. A maximum reach of a chop is achieved by reaching backward instead of forward. Simply reaching out by using a 尋橋 stance, by turning back. This stance is applied in the 捆刀, 發刀, and 一字刀 section. 一字刀 connect both knives together with the end of the handle pointing at each other. That gives the blade an extension for a longer cut. 一字刀 can also line up both knives together in a normal grip with both knives cut at the same time, one knife after the other. Can also extend the cutting time, cause more harm to the opponent. Section 1, 斬刀. The opening introduced the Wing Chun knife's form beginning with a center line punch, a front push kicks, followed with a double 斬刀. You'll notice each section ends with a double 斬刀. Both knives stop at a 45 degrees angle. 夾刀、圈斬刀、退馬斬刀。Repeat the sequence toward the right corner. The different tone between 斬刀 and 枕刀. 斬刀 extend outward, cutting toward the opponent's center. 枕刀 laying down, stopping the opponent's weapon at a 45 degrees angle. This is a 斬刀 and 枕刀. When using 斬刀, use the weight of the knives for extra strength. When the knives come down, just accelerate with your arm. Let the gravity do the work for you. Use the wrist to snap at the very end of each cut. 第二節標刀 thrusting knives. Thrust forward 4 times, starting with the left hand first. Then 4 times, start with the right hand next. Total of 8 thrusts. Step forward 4 times with double 斬刀 from left to right. Return 4 times with 拖刀 pulling knives. Repeat the right side with the same sequence.第三節耕刀 The structure of all sections are similar. Turning 4 times starting from the left first, then 4 times starting from the right next. 第四節耕稻。第五節發刀。第六節一字刀。 第七節攤刀。第八節給爭刀。 Jamdo is a very important technique in this knife form. Each section ends with a double jamdo. Jamdo is very effective to intercept and attack. Both jamdo and jamdo can be used together. Turning stance with the jamdo add more strength and efficiency to the defense. In this application, one knife can intercept the attack, and the other knife can cut to the opponent's hand. The angle of defense has to be different when dealing with different types of weapons. Jamdo can also be used to intercept a long weapon by shifting the body to the side. Shifting and turning of the stances already developed from the Chamkiu training. This is the example of the Jamdo and Jamdo combination applications. Sometimes a bigger step is necessary, depending on the angle of attack from the opponent's weapon. The returning guard knife can be used as a defense also. Gapdo is used to retain opponent's weapon after contact is made, one knife inside and the other knife outside. A large step is made immediately before the opponent withdraws his weapon. In the meantime, one knife travels forward along his long weapon to cut his front hand. You can also use both knives to push your opponent's staff away. Apply Hyundo to cut his front hand. Make a big step forward immediately before the opponent withdraws his weapon. In the meantime, the other knife chops directly toward his center. There are few applications. You can use the Gapdo. You can use Gapdo to retain your opponent's weapon, or you can use Gapdo to push opponent's weapons away. In this application, use the Jamdo to press against the opponent's weapon, then thrust forward with a Bildo. Gang Do is effective to stop a weapon attacking from the side. The proper height of the Gang Do is depend on the angle of the incoming attack. Pay attention that the Gang Do has to bring closer together in order to stop an attack. Has your partner practiced this drill with you striking from a different attacking angle? There is a proper way to hold the Gang Do. The blades have to point outward to make contact with the opponent's weapon. If the knife lay flat, your hand will be exposed to a potential cut. With the blade facing the proper position, the guard can be a very useful part of the knife.
If you look at if the blade point flat, my hand will continue cutting your fingers. If you make the blade point upward, when it comes down, I still have the guard right there. So the gango is a little bit like a hand form. The gango has more close together. Okay? If you do a gango like your gango in your hand, you'll see a problem like that.
Holding the Gang Do improperly, you are exposing yourself from a serious cut.
Variation. Get the knife close together. Alright? Okay, good. Alright.
Gang Do can continue into a counter attack, followed by a Wang Zham Do, the side cut. Use the other knife to press against your opponent's staff. Here is the slow motion transition from Gang Do to Wang Zham Do. Each move has to be executed precisely with no faults. When your opponent steps back and withdraws his weapon, make another step forward. Follow through with a downward Zham Do. Many options you can use depend on the position of your opponent. This is a combination drills of Gang Quan Do. The important feature of this application is the effective use of the knife guard and the hook. You'll see the staff slide into the hook from the spine of the knife. In this Quan Do application, the knife continuously attached to the opponent's weapon, which create a bridge to connect with your opponent. The bottom knife reaches his forehand first, and the top knife continues cutting to his throat. The follow applications combine Gang Do, Quan Do, Wang Zham Do, a side chop, Jek Zham Do, a downward chop. Phạt Do work very well with the Huyên Zham Do. Phạt Do can use as an uppercut or use as a high strike to make connection with the staff. Huyên Do move around from one side to the other side to make a side cut to your opponent. The Wu Do, a guard knife, always in a standby position, to defend or to attack. The advantage of using both knives in the Wing Chun styles are one knife always watch the other knife, and a continuous attack one after the other without giving your opponents a chance to escape. Making contact not always necessary in a knife fighting. The most important is the good footwork. Yaji-do, also known as yin-yang-do, with one knife extend and the other knife fall against the forearm. It works very well with a closer combat situation. The yaji-do can work back to back with the end of the handle close together to form a longer blade. Make sure the knife guards point forward to protect the hands. Separate both knives when necessary. In Tan-do, use the spine or the back of the knife to make contact with the opponent's weapon. Has his weapon slide into the hook, push it to the side or downward to expose the opponent to a downward cut. Double Tan-do is another effective way to block a downward attack. Use the back of the knife to block, if using the hook to trap, or use the blades to cross together to slide forward to cut at the opponent's hands. Beside a downward cut, using a cut from the bottom is quite powerful as well. Cup Jang Do has either one or both knives fold back to press against the forearm with the spine of the knives. The thumb wrapped around the hook for a better grip. Use the low gang do to intercept your opponent's long weapon. Shift forward immediately. Cup Jang Do can be used for a closer combat situation, especially when the opponent has a long weapon. Once the knives get inside his range, the opponent's weapon would lose the ability in the combat. The Cup Jang Do is known as an advanced level of the Wing Chun Bat Jam Do Fa.